Doomsday, 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 and doomsday. What came out from you when I said doomsday? Is it a volcano eruption? Is it a disaster? Or anything else that you can imagine? I can guess that some of you may think it is, but no for me. Doomsday can go as simple as a girl or a guy who is attracted to a certain person but don't know how to ask them out for a date. A guy who is dying to ask a girl of his dream to go on a date and claim to be forever alone because he doesn't take enough initiative, or maybe he wants to but he doesn't know how. So according to the research that I have done, this is actually my birthday gift to Eric. I do the work. According to the research that I have done, from many online dating company, from many relationship experts, from many seduction experts, okay. There are so many different ways to approach girls. There are so many ways to approach girl based on how well you know her. You can approach girl for a date even though it is a stranger, person you know well, or someone that is already attached. Let me go one by one. If the girl that you are asking out for a date is a stranger, please start with a gender neutral questions. Gender neutral question in a way that you don't really emphasize your initiative to ask for a date just because that you're attracted to a certain physical figure, but you started like, let's say that you just enrolled to a school and you happen to see this girl. Just sit beside her and say, is this seat taken? If she just knock, then you need to wait for a while. Or maybe you can try asking another questions about certain lecture, and if the girl answer your questions followed by another questions, then means it is a green light. But don't to be too overly confident because the probability for this to work is really low, and it depends on how you play along the way. The second one is how to approach someone that you already know well. For someone that you already know well, according to Dave Paul, he wrote a book about successful relationship. He said that it is actually very easy to give a shot and to ask for a date, but guy has to be clear with his intention, because girl doesn't like guy who seems very blurred about his own intention, because he might be blurred about the relationship when it happens. One of the example is that, let's say that in a lecture, you spot this girl just the same stranger way, but the moment you sit beside her, you develop the friendship. It may feel good, but remember, you're still in a friend zone. You're still in a friend zone. That's bad news. But what it takes for you is to actually approach her like when you met along the way in school, and then to take note of detail. I mean detail like what she likes, whether there is a very cute teddy bear, pencil case, then you know that if she's a dog lover, then you can ask her out based on something like, oh hey, do you love dogs? Oh yeah, I love dogs, and I pet one. Oh, that's great, that's great. I've been volunteering very often in this SPCA, although you not. I've been volunteering very often in this SPCA, so would you like to come, because we are sort of volunteer? Then the girl might think because it hits her interest. Or if you have been so close to this girl because you are working together, you can ask her out for coffee. Coffee, just a very natural condition. After that, I'm going to talk about how you are going to ask a girl who is already attached for a date. According to Philip Hoffler, he is the expert of seduction from the US. He said that actually for you to ask a girl that is already attached for a date is not easy. You have to wait a long wait of passion, like a long wait. People may say that the good ones are already taken, but statistic is at your side. More than 80% of women experience breakup before, and she might be the one. What you have to do is just to wait for the right moment when they break up. I won't say that to wait for the right moment to break up. I won't say that, but you can always go on and hang out with the girl and also the boyfriend. But don't be too close with the boyfriend, because the girl might not want to be with you after they break up because she feel like a cheater, like that kind of thing. But yeah, these are the things that guy can do. And remember, not to ask a girl to a fancy restaurant on a first date, because it may make her feel very difficult. And don't ask the girl to date in your house. It is not safe. And what about for a girl? For a girl to ask for a guy out, for a girl to ask a guy for a date, it's actually very easy. According to the research that Love Struts online dating has found, that more than 90% of guys actually love it when a girl initiated a date. When a girl initiated a date. When a girl initiated a date, it boosts their confidence, and they might want to try out, like they might be interested in it. And a girl, if you ask a guy for a date, you got to have a clear purpose, like, oh hi, there is this football competition, do you want to go and see, because I have extra ticket and my friend's not coming. And if a guy say no, then just drop it. Don't sound like you are too forceful about it, and don't initiate another plan. Just drop it. But sometimes girls have to be clear, because girls are full with hints, according to Jenny. She's one of the dating experts that already wrote books like Love at the First Sight, that's so like a bestseller in New York, and a lot of girls have successful relationship after reading that book. So actually the point is that girls and guys have to take the first step and be clear about what they want, and always ask, because chances are very low. You might not know what will happen. Just be confident about yourself. Thank you.